When I was a medical student, I undertook an internship at the municipal hospital during the holidays. Several of my peers I went there with were held in high regard for their talents and were soon assigned to assist in seeing the patients. I was the only one doing work that was similar to that of a nurse on the ward. However, I had nothing to complain about. You see, I had become accustomed to such treatment. One day after work, while I was getting dressed and thinking about what to have for dinner, I saw a little girl in a hospital gown squatting in the courtyard, unattended. Concerned that she was perhaps lost, I hurried to her while pretending that I was just casually passing by. I didn't want to frighten her, you see. "What are you doing out here so late?" I asked kindly. "I'm picking flowers for my mother and father," she said in an innocent voice. "I want to bring them some flowers." "Where are they?" "Home," she answered. "I live here alone." "How brave of you," I sincerely complimented her. "Let me help you. After picking some flowers for them, I'll take you back to your room, okay?" She shook her head, but then nodded. She stood up and handed the flowers to me. It was a beautiful bouquet of red flowers that I hadn't seen in the courtyard before. "Can you give them to my parents for me?" She stood, looking up at me timidly with her gray eyes, and I noticed there were bruises on her arms left by injections. I took the flowers, led her to the corridor, and watched her slip back into her room. The next day, when I went to visit her, the other patients told me that she had fallen into a coma the previous night, never to awaken. I gave the bouquet to her parents. They stared at the red flowers blankly, saying nothing. I don't know what exactly I encountered that night, but that's not important. If there are ghosts in this world, perhaps they are indeed nothing to fear. The only thing I'm certain of is that love lives, even after death. But then again, so does hatred. 10 days later, the girl's parents were admitted to the hospital with an incurable infectious disease. Their bodies were bruised all over, and they died in agony.